Hello friends, I welcome you all to the Creative Thinkers Hub channel. Today we shall be seeing that how we could be creating a visiting card. What better way to basically see that how one can create a visiting card is by creating my own card, so that you see each and every step at how it is done and what are the things that get into it. So first, let's see that how we could create a card. Now, as some of my friends might have already seen, that there is a business card option here, right? So this particular thing, when you work it out, it comes to around about approximately 89 by 51. So let's make it 89 tab 51, right? And then we give it a double shot. Now this is actually what you should be getting finally after cutting the card. So always by default keep it 33 mm bigger from all sides. So it means that if it's 51 mm, I copy this, I paste it, and I make this 56. Okay, so it's 3 mm bigger, and 89 plus 6 is 90. Okay, so this is how I'm going to be keeping it 33 mm bigger. Now, so therefore this becomes your with bleed, this becomes after cut, and let's have one more. Control C, Control V, and let this be 86 tab 48, right? So this particular thing is 33 mm smaller than the card size. So this is your actual print area. So taking this into consideration, let's now work again on A4. The reason being we are doing that is that we might even need to see the back of the card. So in this, take this, come here and take it right at the edge, and to get all your measurements right, what we shall be doing, we shall be taking this particular thing and making it 0. So if you can see, this becomes 0 and this becomes 0. So our grid is aligned to our card. So then when I change it to millimeters and I say to page, now when I put grids here, now we just delete these inner ones so that we have a blank slate. Now for that, let's now import my logo. My logo is here. Make sure that this is grouped and you take it in the desired area. So now here what we are going to do is that we are going to play like how we played with everything else. We are going to be playing with also the logo. Fine. So I think this is a decent size that comes in. Now what do I see here? I see three colors: blue, purple and green. Now I could add drama to this whole thing. Let's start designing. So in this now, them and align them in a particular way. I want the space between all of them should be the same. So let this be my space, and I select all of them, give them a black fill and this as none. Now I take each and every color of mine. So let's say I take my, let's use a pick tool, so we get more accurate colors. Oops. 1, 2, and last one is 3. Okay, now these could be refined further. You can double click, come here, and you could basically have it further refined. So let's say 20, tab 70 and 20. So these are my colors. Now what have I done here is that I am creating some kind of a bounding box where I have my website. So I want to put my website in www dot okay, please always make sure that you are using this font. Yes, so the font that we have used is Arial. Make it bold. And if need be, even reduce it to the same font size. So let this be okay. We always better to center align the text if you are keeping it this way. Now once we know that this is in here, we can basically start moving this a little bit so that now we can play with our logo size also. Now who are we looking at? Okay, this could even go slightly higher. Now who am I? So for that we take a rectangle and we Control Q, convert to curves, and give this some kind of a drama, and we say Huzefa Tapia, right? So that can come in here. Change the font size to 10. Okay, the reason why we are doing this is that it should be 10. I think is too big for a visiting card. Let's make it 8, right? Even this we can very well do with 8. And now you see why the center align worked, and then obviously accordingly we reduce this. So this is how my name would come in, and I want this to be in black, no outline, and my text to be in white. So this, let's say, is my first page. Now take the second, duplicate this and just take it here because this is already done. Now you must be wondering, why have I left this even further out? There is a reason to it, because that is something that I would power clip. So you select this, group it, come into objects and say power clip, place inside frame, and that's how it will go in. It's extremely important that this goes in. The simple reason being that you are going to be, it has to be right till the end of your card and not get cut somewhere. So this is the first part of my card. Now in this we have done some things which could also be kind of worked upon. Let's say I don't want everything bang right in the front. I don't want to promote my name. So I could just take this, select it and delete it, right? And then obviously the logo needs to be positioned slightly differently from what we are seeing right now. Right, so this could be done, nothing but remove the logo, and we use any one of our prime color. You know, let's say that we want this all to be in our purple color. Fine, so we say we put this here and we don't bold it because it's the other side of the card. make sure you center align it. Come here and take this on the next line, give it some kerning space. Fine. So my number could again be in black. Now we have to make sure that we are only playing with 2 or maximum 3 colors. So we take this up. So let's give it an address. Let's make it black first. Fine. And just for the sake of it, we copy paste this particular thing and we keep it here. Now we know that this is at a particular position and this is at a particular position. We just group both of them and press E. So you are going to be getting the center of both the texts. Now take each and every element and again say I want to align with distribute space vertically and let it say OK. Now these two again you can select and say object, power clip, place inside frame, and here it is. So these are my, this F9 will give you the view of how your card will look. Now this is a very simple straight card. Let's say I want to add some drama to this. So how am I going to add drama? Let's try and add some drama. So we go to 2 page, we duplicate this and just bring it down. Now how are we going to add drama? There is something that indicates, let's try angles for all you know. Let's see how angles work. And we add some drama to this by rotating it by, let's say, 20 degrees. Fine. Got it. Now how do we play? Take our 3 colors. Let's say we take rectangle 1. Make sure they all are of the same size. So 4 mm thickness is good. This will obviously change. We take 3 of them, but before that make sure that this is 0 and let this be a difference of 6. Okay, and we just duplicate it. So we have got a 3. Let's make these longer. Cool. Okay, now there's a reason why I have done this. Okay, we take our 3 colors, 1, 2 and 3. So we are adding color to our whole idea. Now again, this particular thing, we had a, if you see, zoom down, we had a website. That website too could be rotated at, make it shift page up and rotate it at 20 degrees. Come here and make sure that it's at a safe place and not very close to our print outline. So this is my website. I can let it be in black. I prefer to keep it in white. Okay, and now we have this space. So there are some ways of playing with this space. First is that we'll just let it be. Just let's see how it looks. if we just let it be. Okay, fine. But what if I take these elements and put them here? So let's say email, Huzefa at creativethink.com, right? And we again execute it. Fine. 7 and rotate this again at 1 and okay. It's always better to play on this grid, so we take it back here, we move this one here, and we take this card here. Reason being, we do not want anything being cut out, or see, it would have disappeared. So this is quite safe, that's fine. Now we see that these are kind of getting a little too big, so we can very comfortably go in, select each one of them and rotate them again to 0 first and reduce the size. Fine. And we also reduce this size distance a little. Instead of 6, now let's keep a jump at 1. So here instead of 2 mm we should be having only a gap of 1 mm between these lines, and let's see if this is working fine for us. Better. Okay, this is working well for me. And this we shift here. Okay, so now we have added some drama to this, and so now what are the elements that we removed? We let our name be, we let our mobile number be, we remove this, and we also remove this. So my friends, if you can see, our back part is almost done. We don't have much to say, or do we? Every business has something that they want to tell, they want to showcase, they want to say that yes, we do this. So why not take those elements and use it in the back part? Okay, so in this, now what we do is that we take these 3 of them, and as usual we delete this. We don't need it because everything is angled already over here. We just copy paste the background and put it here, where this we move on the side because we want to now work with this. Fine, we want to work with this part. Now there is something very interesting that happened here, is that we had a name. So you can say, let's say bold, and we rotate this by 20 degrees and see where it fits. Make sure you're on the inner line, and you'll get these 2 blue lines that you can see here. So those are your guiding lines. Now you already know where this is. Just copy this, paste it, and put it exactly where this is. Okay, don't worry, and then shift page up. Don't worry, my name is not disappeared, it's all there, and that's how you get it. Now this is what we have here. Now how do we balance this out? There is only one way of balancing it out, is we use these right at the opposite end. So we come here and we say, and it should yet be within my bracket and not just disappear. Fine, you can move each and every one of them. Make sure you're on the same line and move them accordingly. You should go out of your cut mark, bleed. Don't leave it. You leave it, you will lose your mark. Okay, so this is where it is, and then this is where, don't leave it, you'll lose your mark. Make sure it's down here, and that's it. Okay, so these are all rotated, and this is how it looks. Do I need this? Let's see later. Okay, so my friends, I have taken this again. The reason being that we realized that, you know, this was looking pretty empty once I put certain things. So what we did, I increased the angle a little more. So what that allowed me to do is that it allowed me to cut down on a lot of negative space. Now you shall see what I mean by cut down. Okay, I could put this here. This again, I got more space to play with, and this again I have decently good amount of space. So what I can do is that I can take all this further down. You see, designing is not something that happens just like that. It's a exercise, and to create something you need to do something in a very good calculative way. And this also gets its own breathing space. Fine. So this is allowing our logo also to sustain itself in its right way. And that's how it is looking. Okay, so we have just increased the angle, and therefore we have to increase the angle here too. So we just now click here, add a text box, and just paste our matter. Now in this there is our envelope tool. We use it effectively here. Delete all the unnecessary nodes, because we don't want anything curving in any direction whatsoever, right? So let's make this very, very, very clear, and we again first rotate this by 30 degrees. So our text goes there, and you can come here. Better? Yes, better. Now what do we play here? These look empty. Is them. You are on the wrong side. This could be made bold. Make it 8 point. Come here, rotate it to 30 degrees, and play with this in a stylized manner. Center align it. Come here, and there we are, right? And ask them to flip. Use the arrows. And again take this. now it's upon us. We want to leave it black, we want to leave it white, better keep it white, and that's our card. So this is a little basic, where the top one is a little advanced, and we come here, and this is how your cards are going to look by pressing F9. Right, my friends? So this is a little creative. We are in the creative field, we need to be creative, and this is very nice and simple. So you can work around this way. And obviously this is a professional card. You want to work with more, I mean, a child's card will be different, you know, a school's card will be different, your somebody else who is doing any other kind of work, a fashion designer's card will be different. It all has to work with the logos, the look. Now obviously when we tie hands together, you please log in to my website creativethinkershub.in, join my community, and I will teach you as and how we have any kind of a doubt. You yet can ask me again that how do you create a card for this kind of a thing. I will show you, I will guide you. So please be there to be seen, be there to share, and be there to learn. So that's it. Thank you.